Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2025 Lexus ES350. This is the Ultra Luxury. It's finished off in eminent white pearl, and they have a starting MSRP at just over $52,000. So we have a pretty luxury focused Lexus sedan that has a good bit to offer. We'll start off underneath the hood, where this is powered by the 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6. This is paired to the 8-speed automatic, and it pumps out 302 horsepower, 267 pound-feet of torque. It's front-wheel drive. You'll expect to see 0 to 60 in the mid 6-second range, with it weighing in around 3,700 pounds. And as far as fuel economy goes, you're looking at 22 miles per gallon in the city with 32 on the highway. Now for this model, the surround for the grille has a nice brushed accent to it. The Lexus badge is also the sensor. There's the forward-facing camera, all the parking sensors, a triple beam design for the headlights and high beams with the iconic DRL in the lower section, turn signal just above that. There's some chrome accents on both sides there, and then the lines from the hood work their way from the hourglass points all the way to the base of the hood. So those are very nicely integrated into the front end. Now as we work our way to the side, there's the multi-spoke design for the wheels, a 3-tone design for the power folding side mirrors that have the camera and a turn signal. There's a full moonroof up top, more chrome accents surrounding the window trim, and then some subtle lines that run down the side. There is the prominent line going through the door handles all the way to the back, where this has the gloss black spoiler, more of that accent running through the power trunk in the lower section too, surrounding the exhaust tips, and there's the backup camera and all the parking sensors. Now there is a button over on this right side, or you can use the button on the key fob to gain access to the cargo space, where you have a good bit of space. There's a little bit of storage underneath the floor. This is, however, for more of the spare tire kits and all of that, but you only have one cutout in the middle. The rear seat does not fold down. So I'd say you have a good bit of storage for the size of this sedan. And then there's also the proximity door handles, so you can lock and unlock this. And this model also has the rear sunshades. So those are on both windows there. Mark Levinson for the audio, more accents and storage in that lower section. And then at 5'10", it's pretty easy to hop into the back. You get storage pockets, there's climates, auxiliaries down below, and then in the middle, there's the large armrest with cup holders, and this is the only way to access the rear. So you have that locking tray there, or door. The back seats, again, do not fold down. And you have a good bit of space. There's also a rear sunshade for that back window. Now up front, there's memory seating adjustments, your mirror controls, window adjustments, and more storage down below. And then it's a low sedan, so it's easy to get into. And we have a solid leather steering wheel with wood trim accents. Now there's paddle shifters, cruise control, distance pacing, lane keeping assist, mode and tuning, left side volume, Bluetooth, and voice commands. And then you can also go through some information over on the left side. The rest of this gauge cluster is going to be fixed, but you have some vitals to monitor, compass and music. You can look at your cruise control, and then you have quite a lot of standard safety features that you can turn on and off. And you can even get into some vehicle settings here. There is a kick feature for the rear trunk lid that you can turn on and off, and you have a meter setting too, so you can go through some of this information. Now on this left side, I button is for the head-up display. It just turns it on and off. You can look at what gear you're in, miles per hour, tach, and the compass. You have the view button, so you can go through the 360 camera system here and just take a look at what's around. Underneath that, you get a little bit of storage. There's also a fuel cap and the trunk release. There's also 2 stalks here, one for traction control and the others for the driving modes. So there's Sport, Eco, and Normal for this model. Now the infotainment system also has the nav. You can get into your music, your phone when that is paired. You do have some other information under vehicle here that you can get into as needed, and then a lot of settings to customize this the way that you would like to. There's air vents underneath that, all of the climate adjustments. So when we turn that on, you'll be able to see the temperatures on both sides. There's also defrosters and a few others. There's power, volume, and tuning, more radio controls, and then physical buttons for the heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, and the rear sunshade. A little bit of storage with some auxiliaries. There's 2 cup holders, and then there's the backup camera with the top-down view. In order to pull up the forward-facing camera, simply just put it into drive and push on view, and now you can have that. There's auto hold with wireless charging. You can also open this center 2 different ways where there's all of the auxiliaries there. You get more storage in the glove box, and then garage door buttons up top, and your dome lights and controls for the sunshade and the sunroof. And then here's a look at visibility. Pretty easy to see over both shoulders. And with it still in sport mode, 2nd gear, here we go. And a mild acceleration, we're up to speed. It's not loud. Shifters are pretty responsive for this model here, but this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the Lexus ES. I think it has a really nice layout to it. We don't have a ton of controls, which I think a lot of Lexus owners enjoy. You have all of the important information that you need to go through and nothing extra. So it makes for a great driver's vehicle, pretty simple, but gives you everything that you need and something that you could daily drive. With this naturally aspirated engine, it's going to give you a reliable vehicle. So that way, if this is a vehicle you want to own for several years, this is something that will check all those boxes. It has a good seating position too. The seats are very comfortable as well. We have some pretty large bolstering support just to give you more of that plush seating. The rear seats are also extra wide too. So with this little bit larger sedan, you get more of that more comfortable seating. They're not like sport bucket seats that are thin. So you get a little bit wider of a seat just to add to that luxury drive and feel. And you really can't go wrong with this if you want a larger vehicle. If you have passengers a lot especially, this will give everyone plenty of space while you are out on some long cruises. But that is going to wrap it up for the 2025 Lexus ES350. Once again, a huge shout out to Hendrick Lexus Northlake for providing this sedan for me today. Take a look at their website, give this video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you can stay up to date with our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.